Muscarelle in the house. Virtual art camp. Do not attempt to adjust your computer screens, because we are in there. Hey folks, my name is Steve Prince, and I'm the Director of Engagement at the Muscarelle Museum at William & Mary. Hey, we have a wonderful show lined up for you today. Today we're going to focus on doing a mystery animal. I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to draw an animal that will reveal itself in the process as we make it. So you ready for this exploration in drawing animals? Okay, come on, everybody. Let's get your stuff out. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to get down. And these are the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need a pencil, number 2 or softer. You're going to need paper of any size, and you're going to need an eraser in order to knock out some of those different little information as you're drawing, as you're developing, and not about fixing mistakes, but that the eraser is part of the drawing process, okay? All right, so let's get our paper out and ready to go, and let's get it on, let's get it up and ready, and we're going to draw this mystery animal that will reveal itself. Remember, I'm going to draw with a marker so we have good, strong contrast the entire time that you'll be able to follow along with it, with the different things I'm going to do step by step. Step by step. You heard it, step by step. All right, so first thing we need to do, we need to establish some basic shapes of the character in which we're going to make. And so I want to keep my wrist locked, and I want to keep my hand and my movement nice and fluid. So here we go. So I got the start of like the head of our animal. Oh yeah, you see it. And then I got like the neck of my animal. Kind of worked out here. Let's work it out some more. Work out the head, get that shape, get the neck worked out. And then I got the body of my animal. So work out that shape, get it nice and smooth. And then I got one arm of my animal. And I want you to watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to make like a little diagonal right here. And then I'm going to add my next arm into that spot. Okay? So I'm going to add that arm on there. See how nice and fluid I'm keeping everything? Because after we get into it, this is just a sketch. When we get deeper into it, we're going to actually start to refine a little bit more. So here's like the back of the body coming through. And here's like the back leg dropping down. And we have one leg sit over here. And we have the opposing leg sitting back underneath the animal. All right, so that's the start. That's the start. So if you got that basic information down, you're on your way to making a drawing of this mystery animal. All right, so the first things we got to do, we got to start establishing the face. So we got to need a space where the eyes will fall. And we have a space where the nose will fall. That's where the line will go towards the nose. And then this is where the ear, one of the ears will be. And this is where another ear will be. So it's like a triangle shape and then like a triangle shape. Now, let's go into some more detail and start getting in the shape of the eye. So this is like the eye, like one eye over on the right side. And this is another eye. It's a little bit further away than we have for a human. Because normally when we talk to a human, we take about one eye space fits in between, and there's like, you can fit one eye in between and one eye on one side, one on the other side. In the case for drawing this animal, that's not the case. You know, it actually has almost 2 eye spaces in between in terms of the spread. So don't make those eyes too close together. All right? And then we come down here and we start to build on the nose. And the nose is kind of like a triangle-like shape. You can see how it comes down like a triangle shape, but it's kind of rounded on its edges. And then I want to kind of create like a shape of a shine that will fall on the nose. And I'm going to start to darken that in, make it nice and black. And if it gets a little bit black all over in terms of the nose, it's okay. It'll kind of read like a little button nose, and it'll be fine. So for the eyes, we need a little shine on it too. So we'll put a little shine over here, a little shape, and another shape on the other eye, about the same spot. And I'm gonna darken it in. So you see how our little animal is coming into being? See how quick and easy that is? It's really cool how it starts to work out and how you start to see it. So I'm gonna define the edge of the animal's face, coming down along this edge, pull it down, coming right down towards his mouth, pull across here, and you can see a little bit of the dark. Oops. I think I said it. I missed your animal. The dog. Yes, this is a dog. Y'all knew this already. And then we got over here, and we got the little lips working around, and we're gonna work right over here. And then we can put some of the whiskers in the face. And let's start making like little lines, little dashes. Little dash, 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 all the way down its face. And we can cross those back over some and kind of create like a crosshatch mark. You see how it's coming in? Come on, folks. And right below, put some more dashes down below the mouth on the bottom lip. And then right along the side of the face, we're gonna put some dashes over here. We're gonna make the face stand out a little bit more. And we got the shape of the ear. And then we gotta get some of those curly edges to it. It's kind of curly out there. Okay? And then we're gonna come up the top of the head, and then we're gonna kind of create like a little curly little top on there and kind of make that edge a little different and make it a little bit more defined. I'm gonna put a few more dashes right towards the forehead. And this is kind of creating a little bit of shadow in and around the face. And we're gonna create a little darker tone underneath the ear. You see it? All right, and then come over here, and then outside, we're gonna create like just like little dashes all the way around this ear that start off kind of like a triangle-like shape. And we're gonna build just these little shapes. Build shapes, build shapes, build shapes, almost like little V shapes all around on the surface of the ear. Okay? Then right around here, we gotta define the jawline over here a little bit more, and we're gonna put some more tone in here, so pull some more lines. And that will make the jawline of the dog stand out. And then the dog has a collar on. And so we're gonna wrap that collar like a half circle and like a half circle around. And then we'll darken it in a little bit. Come on out. And we have the neck of the dog in. All right. So we're gonna come down the body. Now the body, remember, it's got a little curly edge to it, so we don't wanna make the edge too super straight. And we're gonna go all the way down towards the little doggy's paw. And come down here, and it's got a lot of little fur coming up all over the body. Coming on up, got a little fur coming on the body, and it's coming around. And then we're gonna go around the other arm, and it's got the edge, you gotta make it irregular. A little fur around the feet. It's all furry, all up the animal's arm. And then come over here and follow that little shape around. And then we're gonna make some more furry-like shape up its back and up towards its shoulders. And we're gonna do that same furry kind of line that's not super perfect, all the way down and around its leg to its back paw. Then we're gonna come on the inside and do the same thing, make it kind of irregular. So you see how it just kind of starts to make that whole animal pop out? Then the next thing, folks, is gonna be about putting some more of the tone in, some of the values in. Because the animal has a lot of white on this coat. And we're gonna start building in some lines to begin to define the different tones and shadows on the animal. Underneath the animal, this is where the animal's belly is. And so we're gonna put a little tone under there. We're gonna put a little tone under here. And we're gonna put a little tone underneath the back paw. That's on the back leg. And we'll cross it over a little bit because we wanna make it stand out away from the other leg that's in the front, because this one is in the back. Okay? And then we come down on this leg over here in the front, and we're gonna pull some little marks, just kind of create like a shadow. Pull it around. So we're making a sketch, you know? So we're not trying to draw every single little hair, so it's a whole sketch of a little dog. All right, and then we go in the back. Right over here, it's gonna get a lot darker over here. So we're gonna make it darker over there, all around the external, and then I'm doing what is called a crosshatch mark, crossing back over the lines, crossing over the lines, and building them all in. And so the animal has a lot of fur on it. So it's kind of hard to see little small details. And then come up the back, we're gonna put more of those tones in. And so now look how I'm kind of curving those in a little bit as I go up the back of the animal, up the dog. And I'm pulling some more of these around. And I'm gonna cross hatch some more. I'm gonna build into the chest area. And you can see very quickly how this little dog came into being. And then let's pull a little bit more lines and more crosshatch lines to kind of define the animal. And then we're gonna put some more lines in the face right over here because we don't want that to be too bright because it's in a shadow on that side of the face over there. And we'll put a little bit more darker tone in this region right there. And now it's just about refining. It's about finding those just little different areas in terms of the dog that we have to make sure that we have all the proper shade and values and so forth worked out. So right, a little bit of tone around the eye, a little bit more tone on the top of the nose right here, coming down into the middle of the face. And then we're gonna put a little bit more darker tone right back around the neck and a little bit more darker tone on top of the ear. And I think we have a really good sketch of a little dog. And so let's just put like a little back wall kind of splash and then make sure you hold through and then put a little back wall kind of splash like that. And who knows, let's put a little ball in front of the dog because it likes to play with balls. All right, so we put a little ball there, make a little round circle. And then you just cross hatch, cross hatch, cross hatch. And we're gonna create like a little ball shape that just pop up on the floor right in front. And we're gonna curve those lines around nice and softly. We're gonna darken like right back behind it. And then we'll create like a little cast shadow of the ball directly on the ground. Then underneath the dog, we'll do the same kind of thing. We'll put a little bit of shadow. We'll put a little bit of shadow. And we'll put a little bit of shadow underneath. And that'll help the dog stand out and give us a sense where the light is coming at and how it's cascading on the dog. Now, does anybody out there happen to know what type of dog this is? Very good. It is called a miniature poodle. That's what this dog is. It's a miniature poodle. So I don't know if anybody out there has a miniature poodle. If you do, you have a wonderful, beautiful, little fun, loving of life kind of dog in your home. And I'm sure it's adding so much pleasure to your life. So we need a name for our dog. What should I call this dog? That's a great name. I like that. We're gonna call the dog Rex. And so we're gonna spell our Rex name, R, and pull it around. Let's pull a nice little fancy R. And we're gonna make a beautiful little fancy E, boom, and pulling it around. And what's the last letter of Rex? That's right, an X. Good job, look at you spelling out there. R-E-N-X. And then we pull that last little letter on there. So we have Rex, the miniature poodle. So I hope you enjoyed making this drawing of a little dog and seeing all the little different parts and how to get all the tones and the values and so forth. And remember, you can draw anything. So some of you at home have a cat or have a dog or different animals inside your house and try your best to make a drawing of them. Go sit down around them and see if you can capture them. I mean, they move a whole lot, but when they're sitting down, they might be sleeping. That may be a perfect time to go make a drawing of them. All right, but just see if you can do the basic shapes and work it out and see if you can make a beautiful drawing as well. The main thing is, remember, art is all around you. Muscarelle in the house. Virtual Art Camp.